How's it going? This is Tuesday Brew with me, Mr. Tyler Solze, and Loki Amos. How's it going, Mark?
I am good, mate. I am good.
We've got Olly. Thank you for coming.
All right, boys. Nice to see you again.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Hold on, Mick. Can I ask you something here?
Go on.
Why do you say at the beginning, alright,
Go on.
you say, hello, welcome to the program, I'm Mr. Tyler. Like, why don't you just record that and just add it in?
Oh, so I don't have to say it?
Yeah.
Get some into
Or
the
do you
flow.
enjoy saying it?
I don't enjoy any of it.
Get some in.
You can't keep that in. I don't enjoy doing a podcast.
Do you know what?
Can be asked. No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was going to say? I was going to say, Mr. Tyler Solze, I'm knackered. Because I always say that, don't I? We had a reviewer who said, yeah, why is he always tired? And why does he always tell us he's tired? And I'm
It's got
so
a
tired
masturbation
again.
problem.
Yeah. Anyway, Upgrade we saw this week. After that review, what we're going to be talking about, Mark?
I'd normally say we got as usual, but we've decided to get rid of news, so we've just got
Oh,
trailers. Sorry.
Yeah,
What?
you sounded like a dick last week because you said trailers, news.
You made me
which-
sound like a dick because you could have cut it out. But
Yeah, why are we not doing news?
okay, we're not doing news because every time we get news, it's flat, it's boring, and there's nothing that interesting at the moment. So we kind of think instead of wasting people's time, let's give them some good stuff. So
Yeah,
we just do.
go find your own news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I've come here to listen to your news, but you don't have it anymore, so I've got to find someone
yeah.
else.
So we've lost some news.
So we're not going
listeners.
to do news, but we are going to carry on with our trailers and what you've been up to, and
Yeah.
as well as our weekly review of the news releases.
Yeah, mate. If either of you have got a bit of news that you really want to talk about, just stick it in.
I don't.
But,
Ollie?
Nothing film related. No,
No.
sorry.
Oh.
What else you got?
You just wait.
Yeah, if you're ready, let's go. Okay, Upgrade. I liked it.
Yeah,
Very much.
Let's
yeah.
go round the room.
Enjoyed.
Both of you.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it. Yeah. Sorry, Ollie. Cutting
yeah.
you off there.
This was what's his name? Tom Hardy. Poor man's Tom Hardy.
I
I'll
think
call him.
everybody says that. Everyone
Yeah.
looks at him and goes, he does look like Tom Hardy. You know, I think it's the beard.
Yeah,
I don't think if he had no beard, I don't think it would look like him as much.
I think it's the eyes as well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I suppose what we're saying is his face.
Yeah, Logan
yeah,
Marshall
okay.
Green.
Do you think before he was an actor, he was just like a impersonator of Tom Hardy, but an Australian version? He's Australian, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. I think the whole film's set in Australia, filmed in Australia,
Oh right.
mostly Australian cast.
Well, go on. Off that, tell us about the film. Because you know you like doing that.
I like doing that.
Well, my memory's not good enough to.
Upgrade is about it's set in the future, really, not
Yeah.
too far in the future, but we've got the main character who's played by Logan Marshall, who's Grey Trace. Is it Grey Trace?
Oh, that name.
Grey Trace.
What is it with names of films? Grey Trace. Yeah, it's like fucking John Matrix
Yeah.
or Beatrix Kiddo.
Sounds like a weird sort of Native American Indian.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Grey Trace.
So this cat, mate, can you just open that door? You might have to take your headphones off.
Oh,
Good timing, Cap.
come here,
Oh, don't be scared of him. Go out the door. Go on.
mate. I'm gonna rehome you, you fucking and else.
He's already been rehomed. That's why he's here.
Yeah. And so basically, him and his wife live together. She doesn't mind all this high tech kind of newfound technology that they use, but he's kind of old school.
Yeah, fixes cars.
Yeah,
Old American muscle cars.
which is really nice. His car's great.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I love that car. And he doesn't like all this future tech, but obviously I think he deals with it because his missus does. You know.
So this is the future, yeah? Not
Mhm.
far in the future.
Nah, I
We've
don't
got
think so
self-driving
far.
cars. We've got drones
Yeah.
that the police use, facial scanners, shit like that.
Yeah.
But this is a bit like, do you remember Hotel Artemis we reviewed a few weeks ago?
Yes. Yeah.
Does it need to be in the future, this?
I think a little bit of it does
Okay, the major tech in
Major
this
Tech
film.
does.
The major tech.
because we don't
Yeah.
obviously have that in nowadays. You know,
Yeah, we
present
could
day.
we? Could we?
Not like that. No.
Well, this tech we're talking about is Logan Marshall Green, Grey Trace, ridiculous name. He gets it put in his neck, and it's like, I want to say the film Her, but it controls his body. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's an OS, an
Yeah.
AI in
Yeah.
his head.
Yeah, the voice of it reminds me a bit of Tao. I remember I spoke about this a
Yeah.
while back on
Mm.
Netflix. I don't know if you've seen it. It's
That's an AI in a
as well,
house, right?
in a house, which can controls the house.
Yeah.
I look at it as in the future because obviously a lot of the tech around the house can make him a protein shake without, we don't have that stuff. I can just about get myself to make one.
Robotic arms.
Yeah, and gets his tablets and injects him. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, what did you think of the? It felt a bit budget.
I think it's a low budget film.
It is a low budget film.
Low budget
this is Blumhouse, right? Who did Split, Get Out.
I'm not 100% sure.
It seems to me they saved their budget for the sort of fight scenes and the tech involved with the mercenaries.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, not giving too much away, we can say it's a revenge film. A lot of it, isn't it? So it's upgraded.
It's like a sci-fi action revenge
thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it didn't look that budget, but I didn't like the car. They got a self-driving car.
Yeah.
And it didn't look great.
It looked horrible.
It's only because I'm thinking of Tom Cruise, Minority Report. Remember that red Lexus he had?
Yeah.
That looked fucking amazing. That's like a decade ago, right? Over a decade ago.
I think it's because it was basically covered in solar panels, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think they tried to go down the route of this is how it would look realistically rather than stylistically for a movie,
I mean, I'm a perfectionist. I was looking at some of the lines on the inside of that car thinking, well, that don't line up. That's a bit of shoddy balsa wood there.
You've got some issues,
I just kept looking at the car going, there's no fucking way I'd let a car drive for me.
Well, that's the thing. I think this is the good thing apart from the film as well. I think that was a big part of it, was to make you think about
people being over reliant on technology.
Exactly.
My brother, I always remember when he first got his Audi. And was driving down the motorway, and he said he just indicated and pulled out. I said, dude, you got to check your blind spot. He goes, no, my mirrors and my car were flashing. His car beside me. I said, there's no fucking way I'll trust the car.
That. There are cars now that you can just indicate and it will find a gap for you and pull out. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but obviously this was a few years back, but it's just basically if a car was coming by his car, a light would flash on his mirror saying there's warning, there's something there.
Oh, warning him.
Yeah, so don't pull. I was like, what happens if there's a fault and you pull in, smash? You're going 70 miles an hour.
No.
Maybe I'm a bit old school, but I can't trust.
Well, I'm a bit of a sort of control freak, I suppose. No way I'd want to be on my terms. If anything goes wrong, it's because I messed up or whatever. But I wouldn't put my faith not in going 60, 70 miles an hour down a motorway in a freaking
you see the car adverts. They're like
technology.
Don't worry, this car can reverse into parking space itself. Mate, I could just about do it myself, and let alone fucking technology do it for me. Bollocks out. I'll do it myself.
This film must be set far enough in the future that everyone's used to self-driving cars.
Yeah.
I've always said they'll never be safe unless every car is self-driving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, so he's in this fat Prius-looking. I think it's a bit rubbish-looking with the honeycomb.
It was rubbish-looking.
Yeah, maybe it's just because he had that Charger.
Plus, if you spent all your budget on that elsewhere,
you're
not using the car for that much.
And there's a lot of like flat screens, touch screens. There's an AI in the house. A bit Blade Runner-y. Do you know what I mean? A bit the aesthetics. Do you know what I mean?
It was quite sort of bleak overlay, wasn't it? Quite a lot of things.
Not dystopian, but not there was homeless people in shit parts of town still, weren't there?
Yeah.
It's a good point. You didn't actually see any nice places, did you?
Apart from his house.
Dingy bars.
Yeah.
The derelict sort of warehouses.
I think that's part of how the story is supposed to go.
Budget, because derelict warehouses.
I don't want to try not to give nothing away, but like you say, the house was nice.
Yeah,
and they've gone in the car to go to meet a client of his for this car that he's done up.
Yeah, he does up old cars for people, have got
lots of money.
They've got like vintage.
So he's done this car for this like is it recluse the right word to say? Kind of bloke who lives in this kind of underground home.
Young sort of tech mogul.
Yeah, and he's gone and done it for him. But see, apart from those bits, which are nice houses, after the incident happens, everyone that he's looking for is in the shitty parts of town. Because
So what did you think of the what did you think of the AI in his body that controlled his body? The scenes where that took over.
I loved it.
Yeah.
The camera movements.
Oh, do you know what?
Were great.
What I loved about this film is because it made me. Well, it showed me things I hadn't seen before. I hadn't seen that before. In that.
No.
The way the fight scenes.
Yeah.
The way they were sort of shot.
Like the way they pull up when he's on the floor.
Yeah, and just like the juddering of the camera. It just made you feel. It gave you a sense of probably what he was feeling, like that lack of control. He didn't have control over it. We'll go into it more in the spoilers later, but it really added to it.
Yeah, even when he's not fighting and he's just moving about and this AI is helping him to move, the actor does quite a good job of
robotic movements.
Yeah, not fully robotic, but
No.
enough that you know that something's controlling his arms.
So
and
I
that.
was listening to an interview with the director of this film,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Come on, tell us about some of these camera tricks." And he's like, "Nothing really. I just kind of strapped a camera to their chest and then drop them down.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going with it."
I don't know what we can compare it to. I'm trying to think. Do you remember Lock, Stock 2 Smoking Barrels?
Yes.
He loses the card game.
Yes, and he
you remember
stumbles
that?
off like
Yeah.
half drunk, half like oh shit, and he's got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made that up and that was the first time that was used, but it was used a lot after that.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
thought that was great.
It was, yeah.
So it moves sort of with your shoulders.
So basically, it's like strapped, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so
Like
it's
on
following
a-
your body movement.
Yeah, and
Is that how it's done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how they did the fight scenes though, because it was from the side and it was kind of like in and out and
the fight scenes were brilliant. I always assume they film it really wide and then just sort of anti-steady cam it, do the
Yeah.
opposite and just move the frame to his body because he's doing flips, he's jumping about.
Because you see a lot of these camera tricks. You can, obviously YouTube a lot of it and see like DIY versions of it done. They have like someone turn like the whole camera while he's jumping at the same time to get this kind of fluent.
I think The Rock
odd
does it,
movement, which
doesn't
is
he?
great.
It reminded me a bit of The Matrix.
yeah.
Because he suddenly becomes this amazing ninja. He even says it in the film, and it's a bit like when Neo can see the Matrix.
Yeah.
And it's almost like effortless. Blocks
Yeah.
every punch, not even looking. He's looking the other way, and
Yeah,
obviously his
yeah.
AI knows everything that's
Taking
going on.
control. Shall we go
Yeah.
to spoilers?
Yeah, you really
I
wanted,
think
didn't
so.
you?
Yeah, because I feel
It's
like
hard.
stuff I could say, I can't really say much.
Yeah. So Trey, what's it called? What's
Grey
his name?
Trace.
Grey
Great
Trace.
race.
Yeah, this shit car I was talking about. It exactly what happens that we think happens going to happen. This car is taken over, and they shouldn't have trusted it because it flips and they crash because the car just
I think
goes.
maybe there's a bit of something was out of line, probably, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the car. Yeah.
yeah,
That you noticed there. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what.
It's
caused
that
it.
dodgy bit of
So
upholstery.
obviously someone's taking control of the car.
Yeah,
Caused it to speed up, so they couldn't stop. They've hit some kind of barricade, flipped the car over,
yeah.
and
He manages to. I mean, they was going to have sex in the car while I was going home, weren't they?
Yeah.
So he manages to
That's
get
the
her
only
seatbelt
bonus
on.
of like a computer
Automatic
driving your car.
Yeah.
I think it's how they advertise it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got blacked out windows as well, isn't it? I'm assuming.
Sorry
I
about
was going to start talking about
So he,
dodgy.
so he managed to get her belt, and then he just before they crashed. Yeah.
Which is his selfless act. She was shot.
because like a group of criminals turn up, don't they?
Yep.
Kind of
Yeah.
come
They turn
in.
out of nowhere, drag him out of the car.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Right. Killed a wife. Shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
What with
They-
him?
Yeah, he
They,
like
they,
jacked
they,
him.
something with
yeah,
him.
they sort of they. It's almost like you hear like, and they just on the back of his neck, and he's just there, paralysed, isn't he, on the floor?
Oh god, yes.
Yeah,
so he has
so
to
he's-
watch his wife die.
Yeah, and he can't
Yeah.
move, and he's just staring at her while she's bleeding out.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark.
Which is
And they leave him.
probably
They
harsh.
just leave him there, don't they?
Yeah. And he wakes up in hospital, and his rich mate we were talking about comes to see him, and offers him this stem. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. STEM.
Yeah.
It's the first. Because you kind of see it a bit earlier on. It's like he's made this thing that could change the world
little
in a way.
implant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like this implant that you put in
Yeah.
that can take control of your body.
Yeah.
So
So
for
he,
people who
he's-
can't walk,
he does survive the crash, and he's a quadriplegic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for people who can't walk, he can get this implant, which can help him.
Yeah.
But the catch is, if he gets it, no one's allowed to know.
Yeah, it's a secret trial, isn't it? Almost
Yeah.
like a medical trial. Yeah. So the police are not doing a good job, right? They're not.
No, I think they're half-assed, aren't they? They don't
What
really...
is it that, or are these people just too good?
Yeah, I think there's no trace of them, is there? Because
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
with the drones. So
Yeah.
everyone's got an ID chip, haven't they, implanted in their fillings or something, which is what I think he says some point in the film.
Yeah.
Grey Trace. But these mercenaries who are picked up by the drones doing the murder, they've messed around with their IDs or something like that, so they can't
Yeah.
be picked up basically.
we
by
can
the
say
police.
that these mercenaries are also upgraded in a way.
Mm.
They don't have the chip in their neck, but they've got fucking guns in their arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you load the bullets in your bicep area,
Yeah.
and you can cock your elbow,
Which,
fire out your hand.
Yeah, which looks cool, but just why not just have a gun?
I'd accidentally shoot my dick off. You know what I mean? Hand on a pistol, like, bang! Oh shit! No, this is just another.
Something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something different. And we have some good good fights with these upgraded
Oh man,
mercenaries.
I mean that, like I was saying earlier on, like seeing things you hadn't seen in films before. The way he dispatches of the first bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a psychopath, but whenever you see someone being killed or dispatched or something being killed that you haven't seen before, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened.
This was a blade across the mouth and then just pulled backwards into his face.
I like the fact
horrible.
that the AI says to him, Stem says, let me take over. And he's like, no. And he's like, just say, let me fight. And, you've got control. And he says, okay. Stem takes complete control. That's why it's really good when you see him fighting. Sorry. I'm eating
enjoying my Rocky Road.
Rocky Road, they're nice, man.
Oh, good.
That's why when he's not looking at the fight scene, because he's kind of squeamish in a sense, he doesn't like what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's some great fight scenes.
This Grey Trace, he's never killed anyone, and he still hasn't really, because he's killed this guy, but Stem's done it with his body.
That was a cool scene, because when the fight's going on, he's in the kitchen, he's just picking up plates, smash. He goes, oh shit! He's looking away almost, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, what do I do now?
What's going on? That total lack of control of his body. But he's just hammering away.
That's good acting, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do I do? He's got a knife. You've got a knife, and he doesn't realise he's picked up a knife, and because Stem did it. That's brilliant. What did you think of the fight with the main sort of baddie? Fisk, yeah. He's an upgraded, guns in his arms. He had a weird. It's kind of superpower. It's almost a superhero thing, isn't it? But he could sneeze.
He breathe out. Yeah.
Sneeze nanobots.
Yeah.
How horrible did they look?
That was cool, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was weird.
But I thought it was quite good. It's something not seen.
I haven't seen before.
He just doing achoo, didn't he? And they zoom in on the microscopic little nanobots.
That was a sort of an innocent not a bystander, but the barman at the rough bar we were talking about.
That bar scene. What do you think of the when he walks not walks in, but goes in his little wheelchair into the bar and says, "I'm looking for thingy."
Yeah, shut up, everyone.
And goes in the bathroom. It's kind of like, and then he comes out after he's getting the shit out of all those people and killed them all. And that.
He's in his wheelchair again when he comes out. Yeah.
And people are like, "What the fuck's going on?" How did he get out of there?
He had to get information from this guy, didn't he? But that's the bit where you said he had to look away.
Yeah.
And you just hear the knife sounds. He's on top of this mercenary.
Isn't he begging her to stop? Begging Stem to stop?
Yeah,
that's enough. Stop.
And you've just got his face, and obviously his hand under the control of Stem is cutting this bloke's face up.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't want to see it, and it shows it, and he's messed up, isn't he?
Yeah.
And it gives him the information, and it carries on. And he does that run. He leaves his chair, and he does that sort of Tom Cruise run, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
If you don't look into it too hard as a movie, I really enjoyed it because it did what it's supposed to do. Entertain me.
Yeah.
It showed me some cool things I hadn't seen before. It wasn't too long.
No.
And it made me think about, I guess, what it was trying to make you think about in terms of, over-reliance on technology, particularly like the car. And then at the end, that point at the end, then Grey's totally taken over. And you think, you feel like, fuck, you're helpless. You've got no control of your body, which kind of marries into how he was anyway without Stem. He didn't have any control over his body, but as a quadriplegic, but still it makes you think, Christ, be in that position.
This is the twist, right?
Yeah, the twist.
The twist is all the time it's been Stem.
Yeah.
Right. The main baddie, it turns out to be the guy who's helping him with Stem, design Stem, but it's actually Stem in control of him all along. So Stem's in control of everything, and like you say, he completely takes over. I keep wanting to say Tom Hardy. Great. Logan Marshall Green's body at the end, and
but that's quite cool because for a second you think, hold on a minute, when it goes, it's basically in his go-to place, his kind of peaceful place, where he's
his wife's you can explain that.
He's basically, when Stem's taking complete control, he's basically put Grey Trace, what a shit name, Grey Trace into this kind of, what do you call it?
Like a coma dream?
Yeah.
So Grey's about to shoot the cop who's been tracking him the whole time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or Stem is. Stem's about to shoot the cop, and Grey's getting control over now, and then he's being able to move the gun away, saying, "You don't have control of me," and then basically Stem breaks him mentally, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Which is what he's been waiting for.
Yeah.
And then Grey appears to wake up with his wife coming into the room, and that's him being in his happy place within his mind, and then Stem has total control of.
So do you think they're going to try to go somewhere else with this now, or do you think that's it?
No, I don't think they do.
That's it. Done and dusted. Surely.
Yeah. It's like a contained miniseries.
But I always think the problem is when you see a film like that and it has that good
the reaction of like low budget films.
Yeah, people are loving it. They're enjoying it. People, I know it's out in America to buy now.
Yeah,
I think it's in Australia as well. People are going mad for it, saying, "Look at this great film, check it out." I think that will edge the companies who produce it and stuff like that. Say, "Oh, we should make another one."
I don't think it'd be. If they did, I don't think it'd be centered around the main character again. Maybe it'd be off like on a tangent about, how where those mercenaries got their tech from, and maybe it'd go off in that kind of.
I think it's a good film, but there's not enough there in the characters to revive his character from his coma. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I don't get. He broke his brain.
Yeah.
That's what he did at the end, and the robot wins in the end. The technology wins, which I didn't think would happen. I thought he might gain control again, and I don't know if that surprised you guys.
Like a Hollywood movie.
He doesn't.
Sort of,
He shoots himself, doesn't he? Basically, Gray gets control of the gun and shoots himself in the head or the neck or something like that, isn't it? Right at the end, he pulls it to himself, goes, and then he wakes up. So so he gains control.
So he basically breaks his brain.
Yeah.
Which he wanted to do all along. Which I kind of thought, why didn't he break his brain earlier? By pointing a gun at a kid. And
do you think he was just trying to see if he can take control without having the Gray go, try to fight back?
Well, I'm guessing it was his plan all along to break his brain, and that's how he did it.
I think he needed that huge conflict of emotion that came with trying to gain control of his own body, not wanting to kill someone,
this cop,
and realising he didn't have control.
Yeah.
And at that point, boom, he was gone.
I want to know how STEM controlled the nerdy tech guy, because he was just a chip.
Yeah, no, he wasn't controlling Aaron. He was just controlling him, via speech, telling him what to say. I think just took over his life. It's like Frankenstein's monster, isn't it? He's created this technology and it just took over his entire life. And he was just working for STEM by the end.
Yeah.
And STEM wins, walks off in Tom Hardy's body, and cuts to black. So it's quite a dark ending. But like you said, it was a good, surprisingly good film. I have to mention that we've had Venom trailers.
Yeah.
This is Venom, right? This is so similar to that storyline of what I think Venom is going to be.
Or something
appearing.
The battle of control over.
Even that talking in your head.
Having that power.
Have you seen the Venom trailer? It's just, he's on his own. It's like Eddie. It's in his head suddenly.
Yeah,
it even looks like.
It is, isn't it?
Saying that, talking about the Venom quickly.
Can I just say, I think that'll be better than Venom, but that's just my prediction.
Yeah,
but
I think Venom's going to be shit. But I saw a couple. When you've seen the Venom trailer, Olly? Like you see Venom kind of wrapping around his face and his teeth kind of close over his head.
Yeah.
But then you see another scene where Tom Hardy's eyes are changing and his teeth coming out of his own mouth.
All right.
Hold on a minute. I thought it just overtakes him.
You think Venom's on the outside of him all the time?
Yeah, not inside.
And I think it's inside him as well. Because you think it's more of a suit, like Peter Parker Venom.
Yeah, because I
think they're doing proper symbiote Venom in this.
Parasite type.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just a bit like, hold on a minute. So why sometimes is he coming out of the mouth and sometimes going around closing?
Yeah.
I was like, got to make your mind up, mate. But anyway, back to the film. I thought it was an easy watch. It wasn't a film that you had to rack. You could go out and make a cup of tea and come back and not be really
can't do that
lost.
during a film.
No.
What, you didn't pause it?
What? I didn't. I'm just saying.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Mate, I pause it just to have a piss. My wife gets really annoyed because she'll be watching something. I'm like, just got to get a toilet. Pause, and she's like, fuck's sake. I'm worse than a woman.
I just, if I'm really engrossed, I just sit there and wet myself.
It's warm anyway for a while.
What else has he been in, Logan Marshall Green? Because my wife come in when I was watching it and she said, it's that guy from... Is he in the OC?
I don't watch
that.
that.
Yeah,
he was.
I look at you because I assume that's what you...
I love that.
I know, One Tree Hill.
I used to like One Tree Hill when I was younger.
It's one of those.
It was OC, wasn't it?
I looked at it the other day. Now you're throwing
He's the brother of someone.
Yeah, it was in one of those OC or One Tree Hill. I don't know.
She was right then.
It's Australian. Is it Australian, that fucking...
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Both American.
He was in Prometheus, that's what I remember him from.
Yeah, that's the main thing, yeah.
I'm going to give this a thumbs up.
Yeah, definitely thumbs up from me.
Just Spider-Man as well.
Easy to watch. Enjoyed watching it. Some cool new things. Had a little, made you think a little bit. And
great camera work.
Yeah.
A surprising low budget film. Mark, give us your thumbs.
Yeah, I'll give it a thumb up. Definitely. I think if you can make a film that is meant to be low budget, look more.
Yeah. Mate, original sci-fi is hard these days.
Exactly. I think that's a really good point, actually.
It's entertaining. It's not dragging. It's not. You know, a lot of sci-fis they kind of drag it out, and it's kind of like suspense. You know, you're waiting for something to happen, like an alien. This is just like straight down to dirty kind of fight scenes.
And like humans being taken over by something, you know, possessed or parasite, whatever. It's not a new story.
Yeah,
but
and we're not, like you said, we're not far from it. We've already had accidents in self-driving cars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And like you said, there's a sort of fresh take on it and some cool new stuff and enjoyable.
Well, thanks, guys.
Cool.
Anything else? I can end it at that one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, trailers this week. I saw The Old Man and the Gun with Robert Redford. I liked it.
It's alright.
Yeah,
Didn't
alright.
blow my socks off.
What do you think, Al?
Not sure.
You didn't give it a miss?
Why
Why would you miss it?
I'm not sure if I give it a miss, but I'm always a little bit dubious when you see actors you've grown up with, like you've seen them sort of in their prime a little bit, and now they're looking a bit haggard. And they're trying to do kind of like action.
I know what you mean. Well, I don't think this will be action.
No,
I think it'll be less about the heists and more about their relationship.
Yeah, I think
he's an old geezer. I think it's based on a true story. He's broken out of prison and he's doing these heists with a couple of old mates.
It's like 16 times broken out of prison.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Where
true.
Where did they fucking put him?
Yeah.
Fuck
a cardboard box.
Yeah.
He's
old. We put him somewhere we think he'll be safe, but he's get out.
So, mate, he is well old.
Yeah.
But it did that.
I thought he retired. Sorry.
Robert Redford.
Yeah, I thought he retired from
He's
acting.
done a few recent ones. One on a boat recently.
A boat.
Yeah.
A car.
This is 70s, so I obviously like I keep saying aesthetics, my new word of the week.
Yeah.
I love the cars. It did his sort of rap sheet, didn't it? Just went through it. And I forgot how pretty as Robert Redford used to be, man.
It's kind of like the Brad Pitt of his time, wasn't he, basically? Yeah.
He did a film about spies with him and Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's great films. Yeah, Spy.
Yeah, it's like the younger version of him.
But it depresses me that, though, because I look at it.
What, the people age?
No, because you see a handsome man like Robert Redford, all right, and now he's old, and I think, I'm handsome. I'm going to be old one day. I hope I'll stay handsome.
It's good that you think, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean I think?
You got a big head, mate. Self-confidence, you know?
Yeah.
Mate, my mum told me.
Just look at your dad.
He's a good-looking man.
Your dad's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
So you're going to look like that. Mind your dad's got more hair than you.
You're going to shrink.
Yeah, get smaller.
Yeah. I know what you mean about old actors trying to do a bit of action, and you're thinking of Bruce Willis, right?
That's not who I'm thinking of. I'll give you two examples.
Go on.
Las Vegas.
Oh, here we go.
Morgan Freeman, De Niro, Kevin Kline. Who else was it? There's one. Michael Douglas.
I think Christopher Walken was in it. Any old actor.
Yeah, they were trying to do whatever they do. And then the one that really sticks in my mind is Harrison Ford in the last Star Wars film.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to run away from whatever it was, and this looks like a fucking 80-year-old man stumbling over.
So you're not looking forward to Indiana Jones?
Breaks my heart a little bit. No, that's going to be.
Okay, if he ran in this trailer, I would agree with you. Yeah.
But
no, it's.
I agree. I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be a police chase kind of film. Like you said, it's going to be the relationships between all the people, the woman he meets with his friends, and well, they are going to try and pull off one last heist by the looks of it.
I think the problem is when you see films like this, all right, and you're talking about all these, you know, like Danny Glover's in here, and you got Sissy Spacek.
Spacek, yeah.
All right, and they're all getting old and bit, and they still want to do what they love, but they obviously can't do the action films that we remember and we enjoyed. You know, so it's kind of sad in a way, you know.
It's not as sad as like Bruce Willis remaking fucking Death Wish. I think Robert Redford's got enough money. I think he's making this film because it's a good film. I'm fingers crossed.
And they're great enough actors that you can watch them in anything. He's brilliant. It's going to be about the characters, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. And I like there's a few little scenes in the car, the way the camera was, the close up of the eyes, the mirror, a bit like Bullet, Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
I like little things like that.
No, it does look like it'd be quite an interesting film. I would watch it, but I don't think I'd be.
Not top of the list.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't
You can wait
Friday,
for it.
it's out, let's go and see it. I'm like, what else is out first, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, mate, so we had, that's in the 70s, that Robert Redford trailer. And now we're in the 60s with Jeff Bridges.
Bad Times at El Royale.
What do you think? Trailer number 2.
Yeah, I thought looks quite fun, if I'm honest.
Cool cast.
Yeah, it reminds me, you got Jeff Bridges in it, you know. He's just great. All right, not in everything he's done, but, you know.
I know everything. He's my favourite.
Awesome. Even in...
Oh, don't do it, mate. Don't do it to me.
I'll have to ruin it for you.
What do you think about that?
R.I.P.D.
Oh, yeah.
He was alright in that.
Rest in peace, police department.
Can I just say a couple of films? Identity.
Yeah,
John
that reminds
Cusack.
you. That's what I thought.
Stuck in
Saw
all
it.
these characters come together. They're stuck in a hotel in the rain.
yeah.
And someone's a killer, isn't it? In that one,
Yeah, but I just think.
it's got a
I
lot of
think this looks
similarities. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that Identity though.
Yeah, I did. I like the twist.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's got Chris Hemsworth, Dakota Johnson. Is it? I noticed.
Yeah,
From
I think so.
50 Shades.
Well, I'm fucking.
Was that her?
I think, mate, if it wasn't, I don't
Okay.
know.
I haven't seen 50 Shades.
Anyway,
So
what did you think of the trailer, Ollie?
I think it looked really stylish.
Okay, did you like this better than the old man with the gun?
Yes,
Yeah,
although
so
I'm still not
this.
sold from the trailer.
Okay.
I still.
There's still a
It's very
possibility.
secretive. It's very secretive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't give anything away.
No,
You
that's
know
good
these
though.
people are
It is
here,
the code,
which is
though.
good in a way, I suppose.
Yeah,
But just purely because of the cast and the way it looks.
yeah.
I don't want to watch. John Hamm as well.
John Hamm,
I like
yeah.
You know,
John Hamm.
it's quality. It's gonna. It's gonna be good. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it.
I think
looks
that's
good.
always the best when you see a trailer and you don't know what the fuck's going on. Because
It's-
you're not
it's a
going into the movie
hotel
knowing what's happening.
That's set on state lines.
Yeah.
It's in the 60s, and I think it shows that they're being watched. So all the guests are being watched by either the government or some sort
But he
of.
kind of also
two-way-
says
one-way mirrors.
choose which side. You know, it's like you have to. Like, what side are you? It's like against each other in a sense. You know,
There's a
because at the
shoot-
beginning it's like where you want to go. You can sleep on this side of the state line or this side.
Yeah.
But then a bit later in the trailer, it's like, no, are you red or black? Or you know.
Do you think that's
right
code?
or wrong?
Yeah,
Do you think that's
so,
code for where? Do you want to be watched, or do you want to be? Are you a goodie or a baddie? Another film that
Do you
came
wanna
to
be
mind.
watched?
What? I don't know. Maybe if they
Think about
say,
sometimes,
maybe if
like-
they make the right choice, then they,
Yeah.
they. I don't know.
Have a nice weekend away without some
Yeah.
creepy geezer behind a window having a wank.
Oh, we were talking about that. We had
Or someone wanking.
on that note.
Someone having a
And
wank.
that
No,
guy
I
was
just-
hiding in the cupboard.
You know that news I had earlier on? No. No, just had an anniversary with the wife, so we've just been down to Brighton and stayed over. It's all linking together, isn't it?
There was some heavy breathing from that bathroom mirror,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
No, but the room we stayed in, pretty much the full head, wall behind the bed was a mirror.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then this morning I was laying there and I was just tapping, I think, oh,
You must have loved it, right?
shit.
Oh, the muscles. No, you want the mirror on the ceiling, all right?
Yeah. I would never sleep on a bed with a mirror above me. Because
No.
I'd be worried that I'd.
I'm just
break
thinking of. Do you remember Carl Pilkington used to talk on a podcast he did, and he
Yeah.
lived in a flat with a mirror. His whole wall was a mirror. So you're just watching the TV and looking at yourself. It's weird, isn't it? Is that just to make the room look bigger, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Or just people behind, just watching you, which is what I was. But we were on the top floor, so it would have been tricky, but you never know.
That's weird.
Oh, I don't really care, I suppose.
It's like
at the end of the day.
tourism, people outside, like on a little window, high feet
I
pulling you
think,
up.
yeah, I think it's sad. I wouldn't care either if someone watching me through a mirror. I just
Still,
give a shit.
yeah.
But you get to a certain age,
Help
you're like,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
have fun. Hateful Eight. That's the other film. I
Yes,
was gonna
exactly.
mention.
That's what sprang to mind.
A load of
definitely,
characters. You've got heroes, villains, liars, cheaters, all in the one. They're trapped in one place.
So obviously that's one that's good for budgeting, you know, because obviously you don't have to pay for loads of
One big set.
licenses and try to find different
Yeah.
sets. You got like one area to work on.
Yeah.
But what I like about these films where everything's set in one area, it becomes tense.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it gives you a bit of
And
anxiety.
you don't know who's who. You don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
I think that actually came across even in the trailer.
Yeah.
You see that tension, even though they're cutting from scene to scene.
It's building.
Yeah,
because the trailer does it. It kind of
confinement
yeah, it
and,
slowly
yeah.
gets.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it will build
Fast
up.
and
Another film.
quick cuts.
I keep referencing it. Smoking Aces.
Yeah,
That just builds up and up and
Yeah,
up
yeah,
in
yeah.
that hotel, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'll watch this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like
Right.
that.
Last time Ollie was with us, we reviewed a trailer for The Predator.
Yeah.
I think it was the first trailer.
Yeah.
And mate, what a way to kill a franchise. That's what we
Oh,
said.
Yeah.
So has this second trailer renewed your faith in the film, Ollie?
Mate, the first line of the trailer was, "Don't tell me he's done something crazy." Oh, fuck off.
I think straight away, the first thing I thought of, they've tried to make this trailer better for Ollie, alright? Because they've
I
gone.
heard the podcast.
Yeah, they've done the first trailer. They've tried to keep it a bit more, you know, cooler. But now this is kind of like, we're just going to show you it's going to be loads of action, shitty lines, fucking, you know, blowing shit up all the
So
time.
it's called The Predator, but
Yeah.
there's fucking 150 of them, and they got dog predators.
Dog
Yeah.
predators. They've shown you basically all like the kill
Yeah.
scenes and everything.
I reckon this
And-
film is for newer newer audience.
And
Yeah,
you,
definitely.
you said this last time. People who
Yeah.
haven't seen the original.
Definitely, yeah.
Because
Okay.
we don't need to know
No.
when they go, why they calling them the Predator. Someone's like, oh, these are more like hunting. No, we think the Predator's cool, so we're going to call it Predator. We don't care about that.
Mate,
That's just stuff that
Mate,
you've
so I was
added in.
right. Do you remember last time we reviewed it? I said they never call them Predators. It's just the name of the film.
Yeah.
So they got the name of the film in the fucking
Yeah.
script. I don't like that.
And
So
just-
they're kind of feeding it to people.
Yeah, I just don't want in sci-fi films like that, horror sci-fi. I don't want comedy. It just
No.
negates the whole kind of atmosphere
I
you
don't
should be trying
mind
to create.
comedy.
No, it just kind of becomes another. You can't take it seriously.
But
Then.
I think
No,
it's how
there's-
it's done.
There's too much comedy.
Yeah,
I think.
I want to take it seriously. You know, you want to buy into it, and then like someone that fucking Thomas Jane's in it, and all he's doing. You've always got those kind of characters when you've got those mercenaries together, or as the wisecracker.
Yeah.
If you're fucking as aliens outside, killing each other or doing whatever, explosions
But
and
they've
firing,
seen it all,
and they're
haven't
going,
they?
oh, I'm making cracks. Oh, here we're gonna die. That's what we're gonna do. You know, it's just.
But I think everyone was a fucking wisecracker in
Yeah.
this group of men.
But do you think if you showed a younger audience this trailer, all right, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the original from 1980,
87.
right, anyway,
Yeah,
in
it's
the
later than
80s,
that.
all right.
Okay.
If you showed them, what would they pick?
Of course.
They're going to pick this
Yeah.
because it shows you
Yeah,
what it is.
No, you're right. It's geared up, prime for that demographic of like mid-teens onwards to whatever. Even if you're older and you say that's your bag, fair enough. But
Yeah.
But like,
if we grow up with the originals, it's just
but
it's
that's
like
the
a bit
that's
of
the
a.
problem. We've grown up with the originals. We
this
know.
is a dead franchise now,
Yeah.
and they're just milking it for everything.
They're just,
It's-
they're just
it's
kicking
sad
it. So
'cause
it's
I
on the
like-
floor and it's not moving, and they're just prodding it and they keep kicking it.
Kick
You know
it
what's
with
gonna
heads, yeah.
happen?
Yeah, leave the franchise alone,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
Can
it's
I
already
just say,
dead.
if you could have swapped out them Predators for anything,
Yeah.
this doesn't need to be the Predator.
no.
So that kind
Yeah.
of
It's
kills
kind
it
of
for me.
sad. It feels like because obviously it's Shane Black, right? And I like Shane Black. I like what he's done and what he's. He's
Yeah, we
written
said,
a
didn't
lot
we?
of
Kiss,
comedy
kiss,
in
bang,
the
bang.
past.
There's funny stuff.
Comedy action. I know you said you don't like comedy. All right, there is
Not in that scenario.
Yeah, I agree what you say. There's too much comedy in that. All right,
Mm.
I don't mind comedy in horror, action, drama.
There's,
all right.
there's a place
There's gotta
for it
be a
to
limit
alleviate
it.
tension
Yeah, there's gotta be a
sometimes, but
limit.
not when it's all the time. Yeah.
But then you kind of see this director. He wrote the Lethal Weapon series. Not
Yeah.
all of them. He wrote the first
Yeah.
two, I think. He definitely done the first one. But he's done things like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which has got this kind
Yeah.
of element.
But
But,
then
this is like it's like the producers, or not producers, or the studio execs have turned around and said, "No, you need to do this. We want this. We want that. You're gonna
Times
have
10.
to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
make it crazy."
The humour makes sense in Lethal Weapon because it's real life situations.
Yeah.
No one's seen fucking aliens. Like you
Yeah.
said, they've never seen aliens, but they were quite blasé about it.
I'm not saying if you've seen this big that fucking Predator looked like he's been to your gym, Ollie, right? He's fucking hench. He's massive.
He's
So it looks like he's eating another three
Yeah,
predators.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking-
too
like,
big.
oh, yeah.
Isn't he about 11 feet tall?
He's-
We've
yeah,
never seen a Predator
the only
like
thing
that.
he's missing is them little tiny vests, that they wear.
Oh, the
Yeah.
string
Got big
vest.
muscles, yeah.
Rabsy Nesbitt vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you kind of like that kind of too much. What I loved about the originals was it was tense. You didn't know where he was. You
Yeah.
didn't see him often, and he's in the bushes and you see.
Yeah,
him
and there's
kind
all
of-
practical effects, wasn't it?
Yeah,
This is all
and that's great. And
CGI.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is just showing you over the
It's
top.
kind of
Lots in your
negates
face.
it to compare. Doesn't you can't compare really, but when you've seen it, you can't help but compare.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, but you can't help it, and it's just like, yeah.
So are you going to watch this?
After all that, I don't know if I'd go and see it in a cinema.
That's
I
like
don't know
me.
if I'd go and pay to
No,
watch it.
I'm going to see it at the cinema
Okay.
because there's not much else out in September. But I just want to be.
I'd love it to be
around
good.
to-
'cause
yeah.
that'd be
No,
so
I've got
weird.
such a shit of opinion of it now.
Yeah.
So it can't. It'll only either confirm that opinion or it'll surprise me. I go, actually, it was watchable, but
Because obviously
Yeah.
you've got to remember that whoever makes the trailer doesn't make the film.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone has cut these trailers together.
He's just getting
All
people to
this.
seats, right? Whoever's making this
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
So maybe it's really good bits.
Yeah.
But you never know. I doubt
I'm
it.
hoping it's good,
There will definitely be some cool bits in it.
Yeah.
It's just whether you can put up with all the other shite. But anyway,
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's trailers this week. Check them out. Let's do some what you've been up to, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, you can ask me, mate.
Right. Adam,
Yep.
this week, what have you been up to? What you been up to?
What you been up to?
Yeah, what you been up to?
I've been up to the golden age of animation. I think people are missing it. We're in the golden age of animation at the moment, and I'm not talking Pixar, Disney, which are all good.
Yeah.
It's a company called, I'm getting it up on the screen because I'm going to forget it, what I'm talking about. Cartoon Saloon.
Okay, I think I've heard of these.
You got The Secret of Kells,
Yeah, I've
and
heard
you've got
that.
Song of the Sea, which I think you might have told me about originally.
Yeah, I watched that.
And I thought, yeah, they'd be good. They were amazing.
Yeah.
They were brilliant films.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them.
no, they're really good. Out of Kilkenny. It's an Irish/Canadian/Luxembourgish company. They all look great. This one looks different again. It's called The Breadwinner. It's set in Taliban-ruled Kabul.
All right.
Which you're obviously thinking, well, I'm not going to take my kids to see that. But you should, because
Yeah.
it's good. It's about sort of Sharia law, and this girl's father gets arrested because he's trying to teach his kid books. You know, anyone that's wants to aspire their like young daughters gets in prison.
Fucking hell.
So they've lost the male of the family.
Yeah.
So these three women will literally starve to death because they can't go outside without a man to buy it. They've got money. They can't go and buy bread. So it's all about how she cuts her hair, the young lady, and pretends to be a boy, so her family can
Like
survive.
A bit like a Mulan style where she.
That's
wants to
similar.
join in.
Yeah, I mean this is darker, but I've got this feeling that all the really hard, horrible stuff would affect me more than a kid.
Okay.
Because I think I watch it and think, fucking hell, what a terrible place to live.
And
What a
you're
horrible-
aware of what's going on in the world, whereas that relates to that.
Yeah, and
Whereas
you watch
a kid,
the news.
probably.
But I think a kid would see the film through the eyes of the kid in the film. That's what I think, and I think that's what makes it work. That's what makes it work. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I just want people to see it. Because if you hadn't have told me about Kells or Song of the Sea, I wouldn't have seen it. And
Was that Kel? Didn't that get like an Oscar nomination?
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Academy, yeah.
I don't think it won,
No.
but it got nominated, which is always a great thing anyway.
I don't know what did win. Yeah, so this girl, she tries. It's all about her trying to get to the prison, maybe get a bribe in and get her father out. And the climax is brilliant. I can't talk about it because I don't want to give away the film.
Is it a long, like a proper film?
Yeah, yeah,
Like an hour and 20 minutes or
Yeah.
so?
I didn't really. I wasn't looking at my watch, but it didn't seem long. It seemed perfect length.
Well, it's always good when you can watch a film and you kind of
Yeah.
flies
What's it
by.
called again?
It's called The Breadwinner.
The Breadwinner. Okay.
Because that's what basically she has to become.
Yeah.
For her family to survive. Her mum's sick. Oh, horrible. Her mum. I don't think her mum's well in the beginning, but she goes out with her daughter to try and get a message to the prison, and she gets beaten up just for being out. And it's a horrible scene because
You
the
actually
daughter's
see
with
them
her.
beating in.
Well, she's full cover burqa, that they have to wear. It's horrible because like you say, you see it in the news all the time about Taliban rule, and to see it in a cartoon is quite hard for adults. But
Yeah. So if you watch this with kids, you have to be prepared to take on some questions.
the questions, maybe.
So you would watch it with kids?
Yeah.
You know, it's like was it a PG? You?
It's definitely a PG. Yeah. It's not. There's nothing that graphic. You think because my wife watched a bit of it with me, and she was it's a bit dark, isn't it? Yeah, but every Disney film there's orphans where kids, parents are shot,
pretty much
killed.
the remit, isn't it?
Yeah, every Roald Dahl story,
Yeah.
haven't their parents been eaten by a giraffe or something?
'Cause we're saying it's dark because we're putting our spin on it. 'Cause
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going to identify with these kids because she meets another boy who's not a boy, it's a girl, but she has to work for her family, so she has to pretend to be. And you think every time you watch it, you think while you're watching it, you're thinking, well, they're going to run out of time because they're going to get curves and become women, and what they're going to do. There's not enough sort of. They're not promoted enough. You need to see these because these are better than the Pixar's and the Disney.
You say that a lot though about films. There's certain films that are out there don't get enough recognition.
Yeah, I mean, you're a
Obviously
film buff, and you've not really heard. We've heard of them, but you've not
I've heard
really.
of the Kale one, but I haven't heard of what's that one?
Song of the Sea.
Song of the Sea, which is it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was looking to buy artwork like for prints and stuff
Yeah.
for home for the kids' bedroom. It's stunning in the way
Yeah.
and it's not. There's some light moments, but it is some dark moments in there. And
Yeah.
I remember watching it with
There's death
my
in all
kids.
these
yeah,
films,
and what my my daughter was a bit upset for
Oh,
some
really?
of it. Yeah, but
Well,
you know.
Bambi's mum died for us. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
sometimes
What
it's
got
good
me?
to teach
Little
kids
Mermaid
that way.
got me when I was little.
Little
Oh,
Mermaid.
yeah,
right?
when she has to say when she leaves her family behind. Yeah, I remember. I think I was about 5. My auntie took me to that, and I was like in tears.
Really, what the last after
Yeah,
the
like it's supposed to
wedding?
be joyous, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, but she's left her dad.
She gets legs.
I never thought
Thanks,
of it
thanks for
like that.
bringing me, auntie.
Bless little Olly. That's great. Yeah, you say they look beautiful. Kells was very stylised.
Yeah.
I think they all look great. Song of the Sea was slightly less. This is not stylised so much. It looks great. You've got that sort of sunset desert sort of
Right, yeah.
feel.
You
But
get that a lot with
they
Korean
do
films,
cuts.
though, like not Korean, sorry.
He's done it again, mate. I tried to get a point out, but he's
Yeah.
cut.
Sorry.
Now go on, I'm only
but
joking.
All I'm going to say is you get that a lot with like Japanese manga and anime kind of films.
Yeah.
Like Your Name.
Your Name.
Such a beautiful film. You know, it looks great.
Mate, it's
Story's
golden age of
great, you know.
animation.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff. I think you might... Leica, we talk about a lot, don't we? You know, the Kubo, the Two Strings,
Yeah, I like that.
Paranorman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're brilliant films that, you know, a lot of them are better than the Disney,
Yeah.
the latest Disney release. The look of it, what was I saying? It looks great.
Talking about the scenery, desert.
Yeah, there's it's all about stories and telling each other stories. The dad tells stories.
Yeah.
And the daughter, the main character, tells a story all the way through. And the cutaways for her story are a completely different style of
I
animation.
was say they animate that right?
It's
yeah, okay.
really well done. It's almost like paper cutouts and
Okay.
textures.
Oh, wicked.
So yeah, watch it. I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah,
I just
sounds
want people to see The Breadwinner.
Okay.
I think 24th of September it's out on DVD, Blu-ray.
Oh,
yeah,
cool. I'll be
So,
definitely get hold of that.
brilliant. And yeah, watch it with your kids.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Who's up next? It's up to you
Shall I go?
guys.
Yeah.
What you been up
I
to,
don't know,
Ollie?
Ollie, wait for the question, mate. Wait for the
Oh,
question.
sorry. Right. I haven't been here. Oh, but on that, it's like my third appearance, right?
Yeah.
Hat trick ball anywhere?
Oh yeah.
Give it to me. Oh, thanks, man. Little macaroon foil ball. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that what they are? Macaroons?
Treasure that.
I thought they're tea cakes. Oh,
You're-
yeah. They are tea cakes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're wrong there, Ollie.
Semantics.
Give
Sorry.
that ball back.
You're too healthy, that's what. You don't know what a real cake is.
Mr. Manor House, we used to call you.
Yeah, I love Manor House cake. Did I see
3
that?
a day you're on?
No, it's so expensive now. It's like £1.60, and I'll eat
That's
half
for,
it
that's
in
for a
one
whole
go.
cake.
Yeah, but I'll eat half it in one go. That's the problem.
It's not a light snack.
I go to the family. Oh, do you want a bit of cake? And they're like, yeah. And then it's only left. I'm like, tiny bit.
Hang on,
know?
have we got a birthday cake on Sunday? You got your
Yeah.
little girls turning 6.
I was supposed to be hurry up and finishing this because Mrs. is making a cake, so she's trying to do that now. Get it all prepped up.
Okay.
She ain't got
Are
enough
you're
eggs.
decorating it, right?
I ain't fucking.
What's your,
doing it.
Why have you got
what's
to get
your-
back then?
Yeah, what's your role in the
Because
cake
I've got
making?
to bring her an egg back.
Oh, right, so she can
right.
actually make it.
She's standing in the kitchen, just waiting.
Yeah, she's probably sitting there right now going,
Yeah.
where's Mark?
Right, go on, do the question for Ollie then.
So, Ollie, Oliver, Ollie boy,
Yeah,
what
hit
you
me.
been up to?
What have I been up to? Right, I've been watching a lot of series recently, but I suppose the one I recommend today is The Bodyguard. Or Bodyguard.
The Whitney Houston one, yeah?
Say again?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah,
Kevin Costner.
classic.
Is it Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
No, recent one on BBC, current series. I think it's a 6-parter. I think
British
they're-
crime drama.
British crime drama,
Yeah,
yeah.
brilliant.
Like Game of Thrones in this.
Yeah, Rob Stark. I can't remember the guy's name.
That's his name, mate. That's
Is
Rob.
it?
Yeah, Rob Stark.
Okay, in whatever he does. Yeah, so it's centred around a sort of troubled veteran, British soldier, who's now working in a special police force. And through a turn of events, he ends up becoming a bodyguard for a politician, the Home Secretary.
Keely Hawes, right?
That's right, yeah. She's the Home Secretary, and there's a lot of tension in the current political air. There's a heightened threat of terrorism. That's how the first episode starts off.
Okay.
With him dealing with a suicide bomb threat on the train that he's on with his kids.
Okay.
And how he deals with that situation.
Is that quite early on? That's
the first
scene.
Yeah,
Great,
first scene. Yeah, so it's real
Straight into action, yeah.
Yeah, straight.
kind of
yeah. It's
tense,
straight into
kind of.
tense. Yeah, it's really tense.
And these things always seem a bit realer for me when they're British dramas.
Yeah.
Not knocking any other countries because we live here, so they're real. You know, it feels more real.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's tension, and the acting's really good in it.
Keely Hawes, fantastic actress.
Yeah.
She did the Durrells, and she was also in Line of Duty,
Which is amazing. I love Line of
Yeah.
Duty. It's great.
And the guys who made Line of Duty made.
So they're the creators of this.
Yeah, Line of Duty is one of the top
Yeah, it's really
things
good,
BBC
that.
have produced in the last decade or 2 decades or whatever.
Yeah.
It's top notch, and I think this is going to possibly follow in a similar vein. So the acting's superb. There's a decent storyline. There's already a sort of a twist.
How far are you in? How many episodes?
I went on first.
First?
Yeah.
That's
So that's
Do you know how many there's going to be?
I think it's a six
Okay,
party. Yeah.
that's a nice length.
There's already at least 2, possibly 2 available on the iPlayer at the moment. So possibly a third by the time you listen to this. And there's already a twist within the first episode towards the end. So
are we talking sort of corruption in politics? I'm talking for Mark here because he's not a political man.
No. I think basically he's. I'm trying not to give too much away, but obviously he's a former soldier, and you can tell he's been through, from what he said and what you see, he's been through some bad experiences out in Afghanistan.
So he's been fighting.
Yeah, and he's sort of paid the price for that in a way. He has his relationship with his wife and daughter is he's separated basically.
Okay.
Not yet divorced, but separated. So that's as a result of his PTSD. Sorry. And then the politician who's been assigned to defend, Keely Hawes, his Home Secretary, has conflicting views on what went on with the war.
Okay.
So suddenly he's in a sort of juxtaposition
So
in
that's
terms
a nice,
of who he's
that's
supposed
a
to.
nice
Yeah. So, like I said, the relationship starts quite frosty. They then sort of warm to each other. There's mutual respect, and now it's kind of on a balance as to where that relationship's going to go.
Good. I'll give it a watch.
It premiered on a Sunday night.
Was it Sundays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sundays. Fact checker there.
Yeah, it's
You should work for the White House, mate.
I like looking for things like what? You imagine me in there? All right, President.
You probably do all right at the moment, actually. To be fair.
Yeah.
You got a higher IQ than most of them.
I'm always looking for things to watch with a wife, all right?
Yeah.
Because no matter what, I'm like, oh, this is good. She has just put what you want on. Just put what you want, babe. I want you to be happy. Yeah, I don't care. You do
Well,
care.
it sounds like she don't really watch a lot of it.
She don't what my films.
You say that she mainly looks at the phone when you've got
Because she's not interested in what I watch. That's
Okay.
the point. I've got a different taste of film, but she loves all this kind of police, crime, drama.
Can I ask you this, right? My
film,
brother, a copper,
TV.
she's ex-copper. My brother loved the Bill. I'm like, you have all this at work. Why'd you come home and then watch the Bill? My mum's exactly the same. She works in hospital. She comes home. She watches fucking Holby City.
I never thought of that. I might buy her the Bill for her birthday.
Do you, Mark? Do you come home and watch
serious.
Postman Pat box sets?
Yeah, I do. So I had a little kid come out and go, excuse me, are you the Postman Patsy? I was like, yes.
Postman Patsy.
So, yeah.
Hang on, is this a new character?
I don't know.
Is this
I
a
thought
swapped
it's just
gender?
called, I think it's just a little kid's way of saying Postman Pat, you know?
Okay.
Oh, right.
Patsy the Postman.
What did you do?
I really want to punch him, so I'm not fucking ginger, little prick.
Yeah. It's a bit harsh on a 2-year-old, though, mate. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm like, yes, mate, and just walk off smiling, you know?
Yeah.
Keep it
Do
all
postmen
intact.
around where I live smile? I like it.
Wait, mate, it's weird because all postmen in the post office.
You say they're all
fucking
bastards,
miserable
Mark.
cunts, Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
mate.
They
One
don't talk
bloke I
to you.
work with is alright, but most of them are just like, don't want to talk to you. But what the point is, yeah, she likes all that kind of police stuff and enjoys
Okay.
watching it and stuff, and I think she'll enjoy that because I'm
Great.
always looking for the next
Okay.
thing that
I think she'll like that, yeah.
Yeah, give it a check out.
Do you actually chat to your postman?
No, I
It's a proper
don't.
conversation.
But I literally pass and I say, because he's a postman, I don't do it with many like
Probably talk to him more
occupations.
than I do,
Yeah.
I
mate.
don't say hello to police really.
Do you think postman's one of those occupations I think we expect them to be chirpy? Like
They
a
always-
milkman. Like a
they-
milkman you would.
Milkman
you expect
whistle,
like to
right?
whistle in or have a little, hey, how's it going, mate? Whoa, great, yeah.
I'm like that on the postman.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yes, I've never had a postman blank me or
Yeah.
It's
they've
weird, though,
always
'cause
gone
the
all right,
postman
mate.
that talks to you, who
Yeah.
delivers to you, yeah.
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah, he goes to me, I've got a pass for your relatives, so they're going to be in later. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't see him, talk
Well,
to
you've
him
got
every
to hide
day.
from him. You've got to
So I'm
avoid your
like,
relative.
yeah, one sec, I'll give him a ring. And that's when I phoned you up and
Mate,
said,
he
are you
doesn't
going to be
like
in
you.
around 1 o'clock? He's like, and you're like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's going to be around 1 o'clock. Okay, fine, I'll take it then.
Oh, okay. So
You know.
he wants them to be in. I thought like trying to avoid Adam or something.
Yeah, no, because he just wants
He's
yeah.
fucking answering the door
I'm really
naked.
surprised.
Yeah. Kick his dick out.
Yeah.
But they're like that. They don't really talk to you if they don't have to, unless you've been there. It's like this weird cult. You have to be there for so long,
Right.
And kind
Then
of interact with
You're
them. Like,
accepted.
This sounds really bad, but he got out of my way to let me walk past. And I went, cheers, mate. He went, all right. And I thought, well, yeah, you're the help.
you're the help.
Yeah.
So what you look at me like? That's the help.
Yeah. You should be getting your coat out and laying over
Yeah.
puddles for me.
Oh mate, it's just odd. I remember being in the post office, and it was really quiet. And we were supposed to be like getting ready about it. So I was just looking at a book, all right, a proper like novel book. I was reading it. Someone went,
Beano.
"Look at him reading a book." All
Yeah,
right,
but mate, you do it funny reading the book.
thanks, mate.
No, just so you're covered in
It's
tattoos.
the fact that it was upside down. That was a fucking problem. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. You look like you should be mugging someone, not
But
reading
then
a
I just
book.
look at him going, hold on a minute, I just saw your pictures on Facebook of you fucking bird watching. You're taking the piss at me reading a book, but you sit in
Wow.
the fucking wild looking
Yeah,
at
that is
birds.
pot and kettle.
Yeah,
Fucking
so
hell.
this is what they're like.
Yeah,
And
he
then
must
like-
be reading bird books,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, fucking wankers.
do you have that thing where you like you have a tradesman round, you have tried to conversation, or whenever you take your car into the garage, you give those awkward conversations where you feel like you should be involved, or just go and hide in the corner and don't talk to me.
No. I don't anymore.
I try to get involved because if I go to a car garage and I'm nice, I'm hoping they're not going to rip me off.
Oh mate, they'll always
rip you off.
Yeah.
But like if you have a plumber around or a carpenter, so
do you come down in your dressing gown and like, hey, got something wrong with my pipes?
Kimono, mate, come on. Knee length.
Yeah. Like putting your leg up on the table while he's underneath the sink.
I need some pipes looking at.
There's a great, I think Jack Dee did a series called Lead Balloon.
Yeah, it's great.
And there's a great scene where he had a tradesman round moaning about how many sugars he was having in his tea, just robbing him blind and stuff like that. No, I tend to just hang around so they don't rob me, but I don't really chat to them. But I can imagine, Ollie, you forced in some conversation.
Yeah.
Come into my garden, I want to show you my...
Something that sticks in my mind, I don't know if we could say it on a podcast. I think you told a plumber what you did for a living.
Right.
Ollie works with special needs kids. And he came out with a particular word about someone he knew with... Do you remember this?
Oh, you're ringing... Yeah, I can't remember what the word was.
He was like, yeah, my nephew's one of them, yeah.
Oh. What?
It was an old school name for
Give it S?
I think M.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. That was horrific. You know, talk about diverting the conversation really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... What'd you say to that?
But he said it with no idea that you'd ever be offended.
He said it was like, it was just run-of-the-mill comment. I was flipping heck.
We'll cut a little bit of that out. Can we... Shall I ask you now, Mark?
Yeah,
with the proper words? Mark, what you been up to this week?
Right, this week, after seeing a few posters about it, I saw Ghoul on Netflix.
I've heard of this. This is Indian, right?
It's an Indian film, right? Not film, series.
Right.
But I think they wanted to make it into a film, but Netflix took over and said, no, we want it a series. So they made it into a 3-part series at about 45 minutes an episode.
So Ghoul is in like Ghosty Ghoul.
Yeah, it's like...
have you seen them all 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. It was really good. It's kind of like old Indian folklore, about some ghoul that you can summon.
Right, this is a part of the world I don't know a lot about, apart from Bollywood.
I don't.
This is not Bollywood.
It felt fresh for me because obviously every time you see Indian films, not that you can see them, but you know that advertised film, it's always Bollywood kind of dancing, singing in the street, all happy, chirpy kind of film. It's supposed to be a horror, which it is, but it's also kind of a thriller. I think because I was tense through the whole fucking thing. Really? I watched it all in one night because it was just that fucking intriguing and. I want to know what happened next. And it's basically
I've just got this picture of you hiding behind a cushion and your wife just sitting there on the phone.
No, she like, because originally I put it on and it came on dubbed, and I was like, no, I'm not having it dubbed. I'm going to change it. So I put it straight into Hindu.
I was going to ask, it's subtitles.
Subtitles.
Okay.
So it was just the natural language with the subtitles coming up. Obviously, sometimes it's a little bit harder when they speak quite fast and all the words pop up. But, you know,
it is hard for some people with subtitles.
Yeah,
I'll give them that, but it is better.
Yeah.
With people's actors' voices.
I think when you first start watching a subtitle film, you're focusing on the writing.
Yeah.
And then eventually that kind of just disappears.
We talked about this the other week, how animation it's a lot easier because their mouth... You can dub an animation because their mouth doesn't really have to move.
It didn't start so bad because it started off and they had like the snipers at the beginning and they're like trying to get this bloke to come out and because they think he's got a bomb.
Oh, right.
And he hasn't. He's just got some weird symbol. You can basically, to summon a ghoul, you have to say these ancient words and draw this symbol in blood.
Oh, right.
And basically, it's like in a near future India. This prison is brought in, and the main character, she's being recruited to come to this interrogation kind of unit to interrogate this.
Terrorists and stuff?
Yeah. So they're basically, because it's like the future is you're not allowed to read books, a bit like what you're saying.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, so they're basically burning all books and burning.
Yeah.
You can't teach. The government had wanted like one way of people to learn and think and follow.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And there's people obviously that disagree with that. And so this young lady, her dad's like against them, so she ends up like dobbing her dad in.
So she's torn.
Yeah.
So she just dobs him in. Oh, right.
Because she thinks she's doing the greater good.
Yeah.
And ends up getting recruited to this prison to interrogate people. And when she goes there, this is all these kind of weird events start happening.
Is the prison haunted then?
It's not haunted, and basically the ghoul that has been summoned is inside someone.
Okay.
So but it kind of tears you apart. So it'll tell your darkest secrets.
Okay.
To make shit go wrong, so you'll start hurting someone else and fighting against people.
So it's not through possession.
No, it's not
like
through possession.
Through
it's kind of-
psychological torture.
Torture, yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
basically, he'll say, start speaking.
Oh, there's a voice in these
he
people's heads.
speaks. The bloke they're interrogating speaking. So they,
The ghoul is speaking.
yeah,
through
this
him.
person.
Wow.
Right, no one knows it's a ghoul,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
and it's
yeah.
not really giving it away because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And the ghoul will be saying, "I know what you did. I know that you two killed that person." And then these two people start arguing. I know it was you.
Right.
To the point where one of them fucking hurts the other one. You know, it's
Right.
really tense. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
And it goes along. You're trying to figure out who's who, who's ghoul, who's not.
So it's not horror in the sense of big old jump scares then.
There's a couple of jump
there are,
scares.
okay.
Yeah, so it gets kind of a bit more horror towards the end. But
It's a good story.
yeah, I think it's really good. It's definitely worth a watch. It's on Netflix. It's getting a lot of hype at the moment, and I think it deserves the hype it gets because it's not your run-of-the-mill Indian movie.
No.
I think it kind of throws you out some great acting in there from all the cast. The main lead character, she's got a good kind of relatability to her. You know, she's trying to be someone. She wants to please everyone.
Yeah.
So she's trying to do the right thing, but then also she's got her
Conflicted.
humanity. Yeah, conflicted, and you don't want to do exactly what they say because you know it's wrong. You know, so she's got these kind of conflicts she's trying to deal with, as well as having flashbacks to her father. And
Okay.
then the twists and turns throughout the show. And as I said, it's only 3 episodes long, so you can fly through it quite quickly.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely something you should check out.
I love it. Like you say,
Yeah, enjoy
it's a genre. Well, India is a place dominated by Bollywood.
Yeah,
So this is different, right?
if you don't enjoy subtitles, you don't have to. You can dub it.
Yeah.
But
You lose something, a little bit of
yeah, I
something
think you
for
need to
doing
lose a
that.
little
Yeah.
spark. but
Is that out on
definitely check
Netflix now?
it. It's on Netflix right now.
I'll check it out.
Cool.
Give it a watch.
All right. So that's what you've been up to.
I always recommend. We always recommend films that you should check out, or shows and stuff. I always try to give out what you recommend, Adam. And
Right.
I watched
Thank you very much.
the film that you recommended last week, which was
Mate, I can't remember last week.
I can't even say it.
I can't remember like 5 minutes ago.
Psycho-
Psychokinesis.
yeah.
Kinesis.
Yeah, I watched that.
It was fun, right?
I enjoyed that.
People
film.
did not like that film.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It took a while to get into it, but the ending, I just loved it because it's just kind of like a superhero film. But it was just down to earth, kind of normal person, really. And I love that kind of feel to it. And I just want to say, I really enjoyed it. I'd always check out what you're thinking, but yeah, good choice.
Well, mate, I'm going to watch School this week and Bodyguard. Okay, guys. I normally say, mate. I say, guys. The Nun next week. I really don't want to go.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, but you weren't beaten by nuns when you were like 5.
Yeah, maybe make me want to be beaten by nuns. Way. I was lucky.
Yeah, this is. There's been a lot of promotional stuff out.
Yeah.
Every trailer fucking terrifies me.
Oh, man.
Every picture gets me going.
You can see this, Ollie?
Oh, fucking hell, I don't know.
Oh, we got another one.
I'm
You're
absolute worst
yeah.
horrors, man.
We are, aren't we?
I'm well,
I don't jump as much as you.
yeah, I'm terrible at jumping. I'll probably make it worse for you because I'm always like, "What fucking?" You know.
Yeah.
I was like, you remember Scary Movie, and you got that lady in the cinema, and every time she's like, "Shit is behind you!" and she's shouting at the screen. And everyone's like, "Shut up! We're trying to watch a film." That was me when I watched Ghost Stories. I couldn't help it. I was just
Really?
fucking shouting
Oh
out.
no!
It's just because it made me jump. I'm not normally like that.
That's your coping mechanism.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say, I mean, I've seen a lot worse than Ghost Stories, jump-wise, but that was a play, right? You mentioned it in your YouTube video. I couldn't have sat in that theatre if it was live happening around me because I think they come in the fucking
Oh god!
stalls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually
The
feeling
Nun.
a bit tense thinking about it now, so I don't know if I'll be able to handle that.
Brilliant.
I think we should all go and hold hands.
Yeah, I'm up for
Do you
that.
know what it is? It's like when you see, well, horror film, something like that. It's when you like you're doing your lock up before you go to bed at night. You're locking the doors, and you
Double check the door.
you close. There's like certain like doors and windows in my house downstairs before I go upstairs that don't have curtains.
Yeah.
So it's always like I'm in a horror movie and you're waiting just when you have that last glance before you go. You
Some
expect
of my
this little fucking freaky pale
I have
ghost
more trouble
girl or
with-
something at the window.
Yeah.
Or just
Mate, we're going to do it one day.
I'm going to stag around your house. Just wait till you go to bed
Mate,
to do
Olly,
that shit.
one night, I promise you, in your lifetime, I'm going to do it.
well, I'll
I'm
either run upstairs and shit myself in the fetal position,
Yeah.
or I'll run out and beat you to death with a broomstick. One of the two. I don't know
Well,
what's going
I'm
to
going to
happen.
use his eldest because she looks quite freaky when her hair's all messy, doesn't she? She's got a ton of hair.
If I know my luck, I'd go to scare you, and then Kaylee would come down. I'm like, oh, it's my sister. Oh, put it away.
No, I'd think Ollie would kill us, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He'd grab a knife. He wouldn't think twice.
This is where you might hear him do it.
Yeah.
Jump behind the sofa.
What was I saying? Yeah, sounds do it for me.
Yeah.
There was a noise. There was a film called Creep set in the London Underground.
Yes.
He made a dodgy
Oh,
noise.
that was a really.
But there was also a film, The Grudge, the original Grudge, and the remake with the.
Yeah.
I was hearing that all over the place.
Oh God.
I didn't go in my loft for a good month after The Grudge.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, The Nun is going to shit us up. People at home listening to this, we're 3 grown-ass men, right? We're late 30s. They're thinking, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
These are not scary.
Wait till next week's review.
Bunch of pussies, man.
Nothing wrong with admitting, you know.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're confident enough, you know,
Yeah.
to admit.
Just about.
Thank you for coming, Mark, but obviously thanks to Ollie for joining us this
Mate,
week.
Pleasure. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's nice to
I'm
have
glad
you.
you
Thanks
enjoy
for having
it.
me back.
No, that's good. Been a bit rough this week, so it's nice to have someone to.
Support us.
Yeah.
There's a spotlight
Take-
shining above your head and your face, really helping you.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, that is a bit
You know,
bright
it's
that
like,
night.
I've been in London all day to some what's it called? Dinosaur Live, and
Yeah.
it was good.
Kids like
But
it,
I
right?
fucking hate London.
It's a chore, isn't it?
Yeah, the kids
Yeah.
loved it, mate. My kids loved the show, right?
We live a bit too far out now, don't we?
yeah,
Used
but
to
the
be
kid-
easier.
It's just I turned around at one point and said to my daughter, "This is where you see true people's like the way people really are." I said because they're fucking rude, obnoxious motherfuckers. All right.
And your 3-year-old looked at you and said, "What?"
What? yeah. No, it's my 5-year-old.
Oh, okay.
But
What does fucking obnoxious mean,
no,
Daddy?
I think it's because I'm walking. I've got a pushchair,
man.
and I've got my eldest holding onto the pushchair.
Mate, I don't know how you do it.
All right, but you're walking through, people cutting you and pushing you. You know when you're like, you fucking prick, man. If I didn't have kids with me, I'd probably knock you out.
Yeah.
All right, or try. Excuse me.
I swear that's the neighbours.
Yeah.
Mate, when I say goodbye and I go off with my kid, and then you go across the car park with your kids, I'd shit myself because one of them's between a car.
So you can imagine walking through London,
Yeah.
and I was
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes into London, I said, I fucking hate this place. And after I said, this is what you see, what true people are like when
Yeah,
you go to
true
places
colours,
like this.
yeah.
But then, as soon as I said that, some man went, "Excuse me, would you like me to help you down the stairs?" I was like,
You
okay.
see?
Then someone else again, "Oh, sorry, sir." I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Just
See,
you're
that's-
ruining my
that's all you
point."
need.
Yeah.
That's all you need, mate. Just
Yeah.
someone to restore your faith in
There you go.
humanity.
Yeah. So you kind of know there's nice people out there, but a lot of them are fucking cocks.
Yeah, but they're all fucking everyone's on their way to somewhere.
They're all
aren't they?
busy.
Yeah.
They're all running around.
They're all in each other's way.
They're all
Yeah.
self-important.
Sorry, it's just you know when I think
yeah,
it's probably down
seriously.
to being feeling a bit fucking down.
That's a
under
good
the
advert
weather.
for tourism in London for our
Yeah.
foreign
Come
listeners.
to London. People
Yeah.
are pricks.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, apart from that, I had a good day.
Mate, I just wanted you to sign off the show.
Yeah.
You told us
Anyway, you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Tuesday Brewcast. Also, you can send us a message or just say hello at Tuesday Brewcast.
Yep.
You can download or stream at tuesdaybrew.com. We are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. You can follow me at Loki Amos.
at Mr. Tyler Solze.
At Ollie Whitefoot.
And he's got to change his name because everyone's going to know who he is now. He's going to have stalkers at
Oh,
your
Look him,
window,
up, look him up
mate.
in the phone book.
So if you'd like to know where Ollie lives, we'll let you know by DMs, and you can come scare him at night.
Fucking hell, don't do that.
Oh,
Loads
my God.
of people just turn up.
Every evening is going to be
Dressed as
terrifying.
nuns. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, well, I look forward to the Nun, and we'll see you next week.
Take care, thank you.
See ya.